Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. The covert narcissist and how they use oppression, subjugation to keep those in their environments down. This is a very interesting topic and very interesting to explore, and I hope to give you some information so you can discern and detect this trait and this activity from the covert narcissist in your life. It's so mysterious, it's so elusive, it's very difficult to pinpoint and describe the experience. However, once you gain some knowledge and understanding and some insight and rigorous study and review, it will help to erudiate, basically bring to light. It'll help bring you some knowledge that can be very practical in identifying this. And one of the key traits of the covert narcissist is that of basically serving to keep something missing from you or subjugate you to a certain form of oppression and keeping you out of the loop, keeping you out of sync, keeping you out of delight, basically, in terms of information that you should be privy to, communication that you should be privy to, body language that you should be privy to. They keep you oppressed. They keep you missing something. It is their containment. It is their self-containment that is a tactic of manipulation. So their containment means they not acknowledging you, ignoring you, and as they say, if you ignore something, it's going to go away. So in other words, it's in this very passive, indetect sort of stealth behavior that they are able to, in their covert narcissistic ways, serve to abuse you. And this is in relationships. I mean, we're not just talking about, ignoring somebody at the grocery store. I mean, we're talking, or ignoring, somebody who's driving, next to us, and we're focusing on the road. We're talking about how they use this in relationships where there should be some attention paid. We're talking about work relationships where a boss or a coworker or a colleague should be attending to something. We're talking about a spouse or a parental figure who should be actively involved in the family in terms of providing more than money, providing support, providing guidance, providing communication. I mean, the basic fundamentals of being a spouse comes with some responsibilities. And although a lot of these are unwritten and unspoken, the covert narcissist takes ample advantage of this in terms of keeping people subjugated in their environment. They actually delight in doing this. They are knowledgeable within themselves of this tactic, of this tool, and they will do things to further engage in it. They might retreat to a basement. They might retreat to a home office. They might retreat to a laundry room. They might retreat to a wine cellar, just as part of their average routine. And they might go to these hidden corners, these hidden reserves in the house, and drink. They might go to these places and just kind of piddle around. In other words, they're avoiding handling and dealing with and partaking of the relationship, which they are in a committed relationship, be it a parental figure, be it a spouse figure, be it a fiancé, or even the covert narcissist boss. They will retreat into these abysses that they create within either their office or their home, and therefore they completely skip out of their responsibility, and what they're feeling is to be undetected. It's the path of least resistance, but that lack of resistance creates a resistance in the atmosphere and the environment, and a resistance and a retaliation from those around them. So it's a passive-aggressive yes, but that very act creates a reaction, which in turn is an abusive tactic and a manipulation tactic from the covert narcissist. And they basically gain control and power over you by refusing to give you what you actually need. And it's a way of really hurting people, which seems very counterintuitive. And it seems very counterproductive and very confusing that they would engage in this tactic, because it seems like it's just creating more problems for them. If you're not going to give somebody what they need, you know, why would you bring this sort of devastation and create such conflict in your very own household? Well, this is a manipulation tactic. It's a control tactic for them to keep them in a position of superiority and in a position of power, and therefore they don't have to be level with you, treat you fairly. With this superiority, they gain an unfair advantage, and to them is a source of pleasure, and ultimately it seems to be a source of entertainment for them. And they will conduct their whole lives in this manner. Please be advised of this sort of tactic. Please be aware of it, and please do not feed in to that. Try to keep those boundaries declared within yourself so that you're not getting sucked in, and you're not getting sucked in by a confusion, essentially, that you're wondering why you're being treated this way. You have done absolutely nothing wrong. This is the covert narcissist tactic of oppressing you and leaving you out of the loop and out of information, and essentially remaining so aloof that they act by suppressing you and keeping you down, subjugated to this form of abuse. Please be aware. Please realize, do not get sucked in. Keep your boundaries strong, and you'll gain some perspective. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussions, and support.